What's your name?
My name's Kyle Walker, and I've seen evidence of God. And the way that I would, I guess, explain how I've seen God at work is basically through some friends of mine. There's a guy named David and a guy named Billy who grew up together in El Paso, Texas, and when they were kids, and when they got into high school, they parted ways, and David ended up moving to the Dallas area, and he ended up coming to know Christ, and they have a son named Matthew. David and his wife Chrissy have a son named Matthew. Matthew became good friends with a little boy named Diego at his school, and Diego and Matthew became best friends. And little did they know that that Matthew and Diego were the sons of David and Billy, best friends from El Paso. And so at Matthew's birthday party, Billy ends up going to David's house, and they realize that their sons are best friends, and Billy and David hadn't seen each other in years since El Paso. And Billy is not a Christian at this point, and Billy ends up struggling in his marriage, separates from his wife, and Billy ends up calling David and a friend of his, and he comes over after Billy had separated from his wife and said, "Listen, I don't know what to do here. I'm at the end of my rope." And David and Jose get to lead their friend Billy to Christ. And through this whole situation, after Billy became a Christian, he got back together with his wife and found his only hope for his marriage was found in Christ. Marriage restored. And then ever since then, we've seen 9 different people come to know Christ through this whole situation, which really began from 2 friends in El Paso, Texas, who were not believers at the time. And years later, God had moved them into one another's lives so that they would begin to get to know Christ and share Christ with others. And now we have about 9 or 10 people who have seen evidence of God because He's changed their hearts. And now we've got about a dozen people who are believers in Christ. And just from that one relationship that began in El Paso, Texas, years ago. So
Awesome.